Hey, everybody, and welcome to the third episode of our Brutally Honest podcast. I'm Eric. With me is co-host Rick Brown.
Hey guys, this is Rick Brown. I am the Xbox editor at brutalgamer.com. You can find me at Twitter at DocBrown303.
And Jason.
Hey guys, this is Jason, editor-in-chief of Brutal Gamer, and you can find me on Twitter at Jason_TAS.
And Callum.
Hey guys, I'm a reviewer at Brutal Gamer. You can find me at Twitter at WizardBane999, and welcome.
Awesome. So let's get started with our show. The first thing I think we were just talking about it in the pre-show a little bit is Pokemon Go, and this last week was really the first full week of the game being out. Does anybody have any thoughts or experiences they want to share about this storm of a video game?
I can't believe it's as big a hit as it is, to be honest. I mean, it's Pokemon, so you knew it was going to do well, but it's like everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. I've read somewhere that their stock points went up 8 points in just a couple days since the game came out. It's like a 40% increase or something crazy. I don't know. It's insane. Everywhere I go, I've been playing it a lot since it came out, and everywhere I go, there's probably 20 to 30 people at these parks now that have been empty before. It's insane.
I read an article where it said Nintendo earned $109 billion from it. Or something like that.
Gosh. Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me with how big it is. I mean, there are people who haven't looked at Pokemon since 1998 who are now, downloading this and playing this.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They probably couldn't see their toes since 1988, too. And this game is helping them with that.
Jeez.
Well, I was one of those people, but I'm not a fatty.
Frequently don't pick your toes.
Funny stories. I'm trying to think here.
Just seeing people around my neighborhood playing, which is, it's really bizarre because I don't know. I don't think of my neighborhood as the kind of place with a lot of people who would be walking around playing Pokemon Go, but I've seen tons of people every day walking around with it, and you can see the screen lit up. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
You know what? I haven't seen anyone playing it, to be honest, where I am. So maybe this is just really big in certain countries.
Is it out where you are?
Kind of. There's a crack.
Sort of.
The story is that there's a little hack that gives it to us, really. But Niantic has seen it, but they don't care, or they're just letting it slide. Yeah.
I'm sure once it officially releases, it'll be a lot bigger, though.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I just, like I said, this isn't a really walking around kind of country. So
You say that about America too, because we're all a bunch of fatties, but now everyone's out there walking around.
Except for the people driving into polls and other cars.
Yeah.
I was telling Callum Eric on the way home this morning, Jason, that I went through a stoplight and there was 3 people stopped and they were all on their phones, and I was just it's crazy, dude. I heard the U.S. government it's on the docket to meet about some of the safety concerns about this game at the Senate level.
Maybe that's the plan. Maybe this is how Japan invades America.
Actually,
we
I
all
heard
make
that
them
too.
super fit.
Because
it's a fair fight.
Is there something with it mapping everything, right?
Yeah, maybe that's it.
I don't know.
Well,
I'd heard that.
There's also sponsored Pokestops coming out.
Are they going to do that?
Yeah, apparently it's been mentioned and accepted or something like that. I don't know if it's been accepted. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, the 18 people who watch this show.
Yeah, right.
Well, you realize this will catch fire now, and it'll be everywhere. That Callum said that there are sponsored Pokestops coming.
I didn't say no. Don't
If
put
you're not
fucking
already
words in my mouth, Jason. I will take you down on this side with me.
Yes, folks, they're really coming. No, wait, no.
Yeah, that sounds pretty right. I would, if I were a business, I'd try to buy one of these sponsored Pokestops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It makes sense.
Yeah. I've also read
And,
there's some businesses are just really capitalizing on this and making a grip of money at the moment.
Yeah. There's a spot near where I live with I think there's a couple gyms there, and there's a ton of Pokestops, and it's right by a river. And it's in this small historic town. And the businesses there have been doing really well since this started because there are people there till 2 a.m. every night trying to get as many Magikarp as they can.
Oh yeah, you gotta catch those magic carp.
You need 400 pieces to get a Gyarados. So,
man, back when Pokemon was still an actual game, you didn't even want a Magikarp.
now you want 400 of them or 300 of them.
See,
the rarest one I almost caught was in Disney World. Leaving the resort one morning, I found a Hitmonchan, but he wasn't having it and he ran away.
Wow!
So that was upsetting.
But now you have that eternal memory of trying to catch anime Jackie Chan in Disneyland.
I do, I guess.
I have just the one.
I caught a Parasect last night in my room, so that was nice.
You caught crabs in your room last night?
I did.
I think this is something you shouldn't be telling us about.
Probably not for the podcast.
To be brutally honest, you should go to your girlfriend with this. Name drop real quick.
Does anybody else have anything to mention about Pokemon Go? Any predictions for where it could go?
Has it been released in Japan yet? Is this only in the US?
Hopefully. This was made in Japan.
Well, I know that, but I think if it hasn't been, it's probably gonna be pretty big, right?
Yeah, but that's like America releasing a new flavor of Twinkie and only having it appear in France.
I guess I just haven't seen any news about it being released in Japan.
I don't think it has been.
I just really hope it has, because if it has, the servers are going to take a huge hit whenever they decide to release it there.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? I'm just looking online and it looks like it hasn't been.
Oh, no.
That's weird. That's weird to me. But you know what? No one gets news out there like America. Because if you release something in Japan, there aren't like a gigabajillion infestation memes on Instagram and stuff that you guys make.
Yes,
all of this. My house is infested with rats, and it's a picture of a Rattata.
It's very exciting.
My house really is infested with rats.
Oh.
With rat-a-tat-tats.
My house is infested with bad internet and 0 GPS signal.
Yeah, I'm looking at a story right now on iDigital Times say that fans in Japan nearly lost their minds because they tweeted that fans will have to wait a little bit longer. So
it doesn't seem smart to, withhold Pokemon, one of the biggest things in Japan, from a country with the highest suicide rates.
Oh,
that's straight up there with like antidepressants that make you think that there's fucking chocolate inside toxic waste.
Do we want to move on to the Mini-NES talk?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Right, so Nintendo is going to release a mini Nintendo Entertainment Console that has 30 games preloaded onto it. It's going to cost $60, at least in America. And the games range from Super Mario Brothers to Legend of Zelda. Star Tropics is on there, I know. Just pretty much a greatest hits list for NES games. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's really cool. But at the same time, I don't know. I mean, is this going to be like the big thing for the holidays?
Why is it smaller?
Cuter.
Well, no, it's not.
Oh,
it's a square. it's a multicolored square. It's not cute.
It's adorable.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm gonna pre-order it. I'm excited for it. And then it comes with the neat controller that you can use on the Wii and the Wii U and probably the NX.
Oh, you mean the Wii U, of which there is like one in my country still being sold?
Well, they're all over the place here.
Feel free to send me one.
It's like a strong word. That's a strong phrase to use there, Jason.
What?
All over the place. That's a strong phrase for that.
Well, they kind of are. I mean,
but can I tell you why it's a Mini-NES? It's not because it's cuter. It's so that the old NES games don't work on it because they'll be too big.
They could just make it the same size and not include the cartridge like drive, though. You know, that's
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, they could, but now they have an actual excuse. Now it's not just like we felt like not having backwards compatibility because we're dicks like that. No, it's console's
harsh.
too small and adorable.
Yeah. You know, when I first saw that this was a thing that existed, I was almost convinced that this is what all those cartridge patents were for. That the console was going to have be able to be loaded with cartridges that could have 15 or 30 different NES ROMs on it that you could buy packs of.
That's what I was hoping.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah, or even SD cards, something. Sell them preloaded.
Do we
have not doing that?
The game list is still pretty incredible, and it's going to include save states, so I'm probably going to pick it up.
Oh, I'm definitely getting
it. I mean...
Okay, so it does it is it HD now? So does it connect to HD TVs? I see it has an HDMI cable, so it does.
I would imagine, yeah. It's going to be the highest quality pixels, Callum. It's going to give it a run for its money.
They're going to be so clear.
That's cute. Does it have internet connection now?
Nope.
It's not going to have internet connection. You're not going to be able to buy.
This is just a NES.
Yeah.
You're just buying another NES.
Yeah, basically.
You're buying a console that is literally so outdated. We've invented generations of them to separate us from it.
Yeah,
and it's capped.
But now you can buy a new NES in 2016. I think that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, so you can play the Zeldas and the Mario Brothers before they worked out everything.
Hey, come on, these Zeldas are pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
Super Mario Brothers 2 is a Mario game, so it's cool on the.
And I love Mario Brothers 2 and 3.
Me too.
And it comes with Techno Bowl. Holy cow!
Does it come with Tecmo Bowl? I didn't see that.
Yeah,
it does.
Oh my god!
Oh
yeah,
man.
I think Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. Okay, maybe
I've never
could be a cool one.
Never beaten it.
No, I haven't either.
I haven't either.
I feel like that's the kind of you look up a walkthrough for to follow the overworld because it doesn't tell you where to go. It doesn't even give you any hints, and then
no.
Well, dating myself considerably, when I got that when I was a kid, it was so different from the first Zelda that I didn't have like when I first played it, it didn't grab me. I didn't have the enthusiasm for Zelda 2. So I played it for a while, but
I'm in the same boat. It was that game was so hard, and there was no direction, and I was just like, I played that game for like an hour, and then
I was looking at Zelda: A Link to the Past, which looks alright. That looks fine. Zelda 2 looks awful. It looks.
Wait, I have a
up.
question.
I'm looking at the list here. There's a couple of games in here that I don't know. I'm a little confused as to why they included stuff like Galaga. I mean, that's like such an arcade staple, and it's out on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Yeah, but I think it's because it's an arcade staple.
I guess. When I think of NES, though, I don't think Galaga.
Well, isn't Donkey Kong on the list too? Like the NES port of Donkey Kong and Pac-Man as well. So
yeah, right.
And Ice Climbers. Ice Climbers is on the list. I used to play Ice Climbers on like my Nintendo ES knockoff. Oh, they have Excite Bike too? God, that is old.
Why isn't Castlevania 3 in here?
I don't know.
It's then
Great.
good.
Castlevania 3 was great.
Because they have to have something to sell.
Yeah, that might be it.
That'll be the retro NES 2.
So, how are they gonna sell the games, or like how are they gonna
offer
more
loaded.
games?
It's
And
capped.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So wait, are you sure?
Yeah.
So this is it. They're not going to sell like mini cartridges or something.
No.
That's horse manure.
That seems stupid. I feel like we're going to be surprised. They're going to be like, "Hey, we decided to sell mini cartridges now."
No, I wish, but
I mean, maybe they will. Maybe they're going to wait and then announce that later. Maybe they just haven't told us. We don't really know anything other than what they've told us. Do any other media outlets have hands-on access with this thing yet? I mean, who knows? They could be holding their cards.
Okay, Jason, real quick, if we get the opportunity to test drive one of these, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, look in my direction.
Not getting it.
I will be the only one who's actually brutally honest here.
That's good.
I've never owned a NES. All of you guys are blinded by nostalgia. I've never played like any of these games or owned a NES.
You know what? You have a good point.
If you haven't played any of these games, yeah, it might be worth picking up then, because these are all great games.
Yeah, they really are.
Double Dragon 2. Oh man, that's a great
Yep.
game.
I have better memories of the first one, but yeah, Double Dragon.
Yeah, I think I played the crap out of Double Dragon 2.
Love that game.
Wasn't that? What was the third one? Was the third one on the Super Nintendo?
Double Dragon 3.
Here,
Was
I'll just
it?
look it up on this weird internet thing.
I don't know. I can't get the hang of that thing.
Oh no, it looks like it was on the Nintendo system.
You
Oh
use
yeah,
an
this is
H2.
the one I remember this one. This is the one I played a lot of.
Comes packaged with classic games, blah, blah, blah. No internet connectivity or ability to log on to your Nintendo accounts. You know what? There's no mention of a like any kind of expansion slot. So I guess, you don't know. Maybe there will be one.
I mean, there probably is. It looks like there's a opening for it.
Well, let's move on. I think we've kind of talked about the NES. Unless there's anybody else has anything else to say, I think we can move on.
No, I'm pretty good.
I will be getting one. So.
No, me as well.
Bad idea.
I don't think I'm gonna get one.
I think you can
Not
buy
gonna
one
bother.
already here. Well, something like it, because there was like an NES being sold at my local store and had some preset games on it.
Sounds shady.
They have knockoff ones of all the old ones. Like, especially like Sega Genesis, you see a lot of them.
Yes, I have one of those.
Really? How is
I
it?
have, I have the not the home one. I have the portable one that Sega sells.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty good. It's fun. There's a lot of stuff loaded on it. Again, you can't put anything new on it, but there's a lot of like old stuff on there that's.
Does it have Lion King on it?
I don't think so. I think it has Aladdin though.
Oh, those my
That's a
child.
good one.
I love those games. All of those. And the Jungle Book was really good.
Yeah, it was.
Played that one.
All right. Well, I don't have much to contribute to this next talking point because I haven't played it ever. But Red Dead Redemption was recently released on the Xbox One with the backwards compatibility. Do you guys picking it up, or do you already have it, or what's going on with that?
I have it on Xbox 360 actually.
There you go. So, do you think this is something that needed to be released for backwards compatibility, or?
I
Yes.
wouldn't have chosen it, to be honest. I don't think it
think
was a
it's,
staple
I
of
picked it up.
Xbox.
It seems
I
like a
don't know
lot
if
of
it's
people wanted it.
I wanted it. I loved the game. I thought it was great.
Yeah, but you thought a miniature NES was a good idea too.
Well, now most people do.
Yeah, most people are idiots.
Oh,
Oh, that's harsh.
well,
And
one
you guys
week we're
knocked it on
roasting
the internet.
sacred cows, and now we're.
You know.
We're roasting our audience of 18 people.
Doesn't matter. It's still an audience.
Yeah,
I never really
picked
played it.
No.
No, I played it a little while.
the-
Got it when it
Yeah.
first came out, and for some reason just didn't do it for me.
I played the crap out of it, and I played through it, and I got all the expansions and played through
Oh, wow.
those. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was a great game. It was a fun take. I just kind of like westerns, so.
I played until about when you get to Mexico, and then I decided to be a bad guy after that because it felt like you'd have more fun because people are constantly chasing you and stuff. And so I started killing random people. And after a while, I just stopped playing. But the shooting in it was always weird for me. I could only ever shoot by doing that slow down time thing that's supposed to help you cheat when you shoot.
I don't remember it that well, but yeah, I didn't have that much fun with it.
I remember too. Do you guys remember the draw mechanics?
Yes.
I remember
Oh, kind
I was like trying to learn the tutorial, and someone bothered me or something happened, so I only caught like half of the tutorial. So the whole game, I had issues with drawing, and it's such an important part of the game. And on top of that, you can't go back and take the tutorial. So I was just like,
Yeah, I never got that. How you couldn't go back and take tutorials.
yeah.
Surely that should be just open like for whatever game.
But the game is pretty awesome. I really liked it. You want to know what the ending is, Eric?
Spoiler alert.
Right. No, doesn't he get killed anyway? Doesn't he, John?
I imagine the
Maybe.
people he had a partnership with betrayed him.
Well, it is a
man.
western.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
fine. It's fine. I'm never gonna play that game.
Yeah. They kill him dead.
Rick,
Oh,
will you
wow.
replay it?
If I find time, yes. If it's just like if I'm just hanging out and I got nothing to play, I probably would pick it back up. I've been meaning to replay it, but when I bought it, I had it as a physical disc on my 360, and there was something wrong with it. So like I'd be running, and it's the same spot every single time, and there's no way around it because it was a story mission. I would fall through the planet, and I would just be stuck. And so I was like, "This is awesome."
Yeah, what a great feature.
I know.
Huh.
And I don't know. There were some other pretty funny bugs in that game. I remember there's one time I was riding a horse, and then all of a sudden the legs became really exaggerated, and I like flipped upside down, and it was just like I was still playing. So I don't know. There were some pretty crazy bugs.
Who owned the game before you, Salvador Dali? And with that seamless transition, let's talk about some art.
I love art books.
Art books.
Absolutely love. Pretty big library of them. I will be getting definitely the Gears of War 4 book. I don't know, probably not Battlefield 1, just 'cause I'm not that big of a Battlefield fan. But I mean, Dark Horse makes fantastic art books. Anybody's interested, they're both great.
I think I've only ever owned one art book, and it was the Dark Souls 1 art book. And it's brilliant, I love it. But I mean, I just wouldn't think of Battlefield 1 or Gears of War 4 as particularly artful games.
Well, I could make a case for Gears of War because of the monster designs and levels are fantasy based that. But as for Battlefield 1, I mean, yes and no, because you've got a lot of crazy stuff going on in World War 1, but it's all real world stuff. So I mean, I don't know.
Okay, but for Gears of War, my counterpoint is during the creation of Gears of War 4, I imagine that the artists were running to the shop to buy a bit more brown paint every day.
Yes, well, that's viable.
There's like a 4 or 5 color scheme towards that game, and it's just not very interesting to look at.
But that's
what I
the
felt
beauty
about
of
those. What?
Exactly.
So the fact that it's ugly is the beauty of it.
Yes.
You should work at dating sites, man.
What was it called? When they were making the first Gears of War, they called it like is it like Droid Beauty or something like that? I forget the catchphrase they came up with.
They can call it whatever they want. It's boring and ugly.
So I take it you're not a Gears fan.
No, never.
Yeah,
never.
See, I love Gears.
I like
I
this
see.
too. I'm pretty excited about the art book. I would check it out.
Yeah, I have the Gears 3 book.
Did you? Is that pretty cool?
Yeah, it is. It's good. Again, Dark Horse does a great job. I can't imagine them producing crappy volumes with these two, so they're probably going to be great.
Yeah.
Dark Horse is one of my favorite comic book companies, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine too.
They have some of Gerard Way, who is the lead singer of my favorite band. They have some of his comics, and God, they are well drawn.
Yeah,
dude, he's amazing.
Yeah, what's the title, Callum?
Umbrella Chronicles.
Well, there's the Umbrella Chronicles, and then like the Fabulous Killjoys.
That's it.
I haven't read that.
Which is based on the album. Well, or the album Danger Days could be based on it because it's Danger Days: The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys. It's one of my favorite albums. It's brilliant.
Cool. That's the book I was thinking of. I heard really good things about it.
Well, I've only seen previews and stuff, but it's pretty good so far. Hey, if you want to get it done up for a review, I'm right across the way, Jason. Wink, wink.
It is yours if we get.
Awesome. You can't see it right now, but there's a heart being held up to my microphone.
Nice. Anything Gerard Way.
Giggle.
Anything Gerard Way will go.
Oh, that's so awesome. I love you so much, Jason. Come here and help me.
No, that's all right. That's okay. So the Critics' Choice Award. Now, what did you guys think about that one?
I feel like The Legend of Zelda, anytime it comes, and I think there's been a couple of Zelda games that underperform lately. So I don't know, and the game looks awesome and whatnot, but I'm just not really excited for it. I don't think, but I don't know what it is, why it's not, or why I'm not excited about it.
To be honest, I really loved it. It's exactly the reason I'm so bitter about the whole Wii U thing, because it's like the only game I would have bought it for. But I can see what you mean, because there were a lot of good things at E3, like God of War 4 and Absolvers, which I talked about in our E3 one. They looked brilliant, and they looked new and fresh, and Zelda's just a bit of a tired concept right now.
I think it's limited availability too, like you just said, Callum. And like, I don't want to go buy a Wii U just to play it.
Yeah, if they released it on like,
you can play it on the NX. Ah,
that's true.
Whatever that turns out to be.
Yeah.
That could be a whole new phone that I have to buy.
The NX going to be? I mean, is the consensus that it's going to be home and away? So it's going to be like a console you could take on the go with you.
Didn't they kind of do that with the Wii U?
No,
just
the tablet needs to be within like 30 feet without any walls.
What?
To work. Yeah, you can't really take it that far.
Yeah.
So this can only really be used in studio apartments.
That's the ideal setting.
It's good if you want to like sit on the couch and play a Wii U game while somebody watches TV. But even then, I've noticed, and it might be just me, but there's a little bit of input lag on the tablet it's just a second behind, and I don't like it. So
what
I don't
isn't
even
the tablet behind, man?
But
that tablet is like the most disappointing thing in gaming.
I think the whole system is pretty.
Well, I like
Nintendo.
I liked a lot of stuff on. Just that I wouldn't. I don't know, and maybe this is probably not going to be a popular opinion either, but I wouldn't recommend somebody go get one. They're good, but
I love their games and I love their handhelds. I've only ever been a fan of like one of their consoles, and it's the GameCube, and I've never owned one. So Nintendo games are awesome looking, and they're super fun, and their handhelds are like the best handhelds. But
yeah,
it's hard to not be the best when you don't have any handheld competition, though.
I'm about to put myself in Rick's bad books by asking him this question. What is Horizon Zero Dawn?
Oh, no, you're not gonna. Okay, so that's a new PlayStation game, and it's like looks like it's in a dystopian future. Go figure, right? And there's all these creatures. There's like no animals, but there's a bunch of robots that look like animals, and then that's the mystery of the game, and you're trying to figure that out. From what I've seen, it looks like a third-person adventure game. But it just looks amazing. You should check out the videos of it. It looks pretty.
Cool.
It's probably one of the prettiest games I've seen on the PlayStation.
I rate we spend the next 5 minutes guessing spoilers for the plot.
It looks interesting too. I'm definitely going to want to play it when it comes out.
Yeah, I'm going to pick that one
up
for sure.
It looks super duper expensive. And is it like a PlayStation release only?
Yeah, it's
an exclusive.
Oh, exclusive, yeah.
Is it PlayStation and PC or just PlayStation?
Just PlayStation, I believe.
Okay.
As far as I know, when PlayStation gets exclusives, they never come out on PC. Unlike Xbox, whoa, zing.
No, that is true. Although that's like their platform now.
It is.
PlayStation Xbox and
PC. That was their whole
PC
concert. So
don't take my zing away, guys.
No, that's kind of cool. I dig it because I got a Surface tablet, so I'm pretty stoked about being able to take my games on the go.
All right, well, let's try to move on because we're getting up there in time.
Okay.
We've got best console game, Legend of Zelda. What do you guys think about that? We already kind of talked about the Legend of Zelda. So do you have anything else to add?
Yeah. No, I mean the Zelda game. The only Zelda game that I've liked in the last God knows how long was the one 3DS, Link Between Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't really liked any of the other ones.
Which one was that?
It was a direct, like pretty much a direct sequel to A Link to the Past.
Oh, okay.
Was that the first original one they put on 3DS?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, I guess it was.
because I remember there was a port for the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
Yep, both of those are good, but yeah, that one I really liked because A Link to the Past is my favorite Zelda game.
Oh my god, yeah.
So
that's my favorite too, man.
yeah, I mean it's awesome.
That
Really?
game is the best.
Oh yeah.
What's your second favorite?
I guess probably Ocarina.
What console game do you guys think should have won?
That's a good.
That is a good question.
Probably Legend of Zelda. I mean, maybe Horizon Zero Dawn. Maybe.
Yeah, Horizon looked pretty good. I'll go ahead and say it. Dead Rising 4. Oh yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah, I thought that looked good.
It looks fun. And if they're gonna do away with the whole timer thing, I'm sure that will bring in a lot more people. So.
Okay, so I like the way the Legend of Zelda looks because I'm in love with that whole arty cell shaded Wind Waker stuff that they did with the like smoke and things and the picking up weapons and the jumping and climbing and stuff. That looks really cool. But I think maybe that's a toughie. God of War 4 still? It's the one with the most mystery for me.
Yeah. It looks good.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm not a fan at all again. Podcast, but for some reason this one's got my attention. You know, the previous ones, this I kind of like.
Yeah, that game looks really good too. So I don't know. I just think there's a lot of other games that are probably better than The Legend of Zelda.
All right.
Or Zelda.
So San Diego Comic-Con's going to happen at some point. So who do you guys think is going to appear there?
Ted Danson and Kristen Bell.
Who?
Those would be interesting additions to Injustice 2.
Did we ask what they're going to be in Injustice? Sorry, I thought you said who's going to be at the SDCC.
Yeah, no, that's what I asked. But
okay, yeah. I only said that because I saw some weird thing that they're going to be there for some panel, but I don't know who's going to be there. A lot of cosplayers.
I know Bruce Campbell.
Oh yeah.
I would love to see artists like fighting in Injustice, and their special abilities are just like rubbing out pieces of the other people's legs or something.
It's like the old Looney Tunes short.
Yeah.
I would just like to see Ted Danson. I think that was a really good idea. But for Injustice. Or actually for Mortal Kombat would be better.
You know what?
There you go.
I hate the new Injustice 2.
What?
I really
Why?
I liked it when my friend introduced it to me because I saw the trailer and he told me that like after every fight, your armor would change. And the way he said it, I imagined that it was like a sort of like if you won the fight, you'd get more armor or your outfit would change or something. I thought that'd be pretty cool. But then I find out that it's just equipping things to your character sort of thing.
Yeah, but I think it's all like optional stuff, isn't it? After the match,
yeah,
new
but
pieces
that's dumb.
Well, don't you want to have some control over what your character looks like, though?
Yeah, but it's not just looks though; it's stats as well. So let me paint you a picture of why this is dumb. Because there will be a best stat, there will be a best piece of armor. So the whole thing of you're going to have different looking Aquaman or whatever is a lie. Because you will be playing Aquaman until
with
you
the best
get
armor.
the best piece of armor.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, you're right.
You can fight like a bunch of other Aquaman with the best piece of armor.
That's true.
And it's just there are too many games like that now, where you have to micromanage every single character you have.
Yeah. Well, I think we're kind of past the age of simplicity. It's had a fighting game. Now it's stats and all kinds of stuff. Although Street Fighter. Still keeping it.
Keeping it real.
Well, let's move on, I guess. Favorite and least favorite indie games of all time.
Oh my god.
Do you want to start, Rick, with this? I think we'll just go down the line because we could go into it. We can go down a huge rabbit hole with this if we're not careful. So let's just go down the line.
My favorite indie game. I've been trying to think of one, but I can't really pin it down, man. I love Shadow Complex. I loved Guacamelee. I don't know. I might have to go with Guacamelee at the moment, but it's definitely changing. And then my least favorite might be what was the follow-up of Battle Box, the follow-up to Castle Crashers. By, I was not happy with that game, and I loved Castle Crashers. So I was expecting a lot, but I was not happy with that game.
Yeah, you know what? I forget what the name of it was now, but yes, I know exactly what you're talking.
Yeah, here.
I remember Castle Crashers, but I didn't know it had a follow up.
Yeah,
sort of.
It's not a exact sequel or anything. It's just the next iteration of these guys. What they did. Let me look up.
I don't really know what my favorite indie game is. I guess I'll say Guacamelee as of right now as well. It's the most recent one. It's fresh in my head.
It's a good game.
Yeah, it is.
It's
I
fun.
still have to play it.
You know, Rick, you brought up Shadow Complex.
It's
I
so
think
simplistic, and
I'd have to go with that.
Yeah.
That's an awesome game. Really fun.
Oh man.
Oh, you know what? I'm
Shadow
sorry.
Complex is amazing.
I take Guacamelee back. Oddworld,
Oh,
new and tasty.
Okay.
Pretty good.
And your least favorite?
My least favorite. Oof. I don't know. I have no idea what my least favorite would be.
Everything else.
I've played too many lousy indie games. Yeah, I can't peg a least. I really can't. I mean, you know, I played a lot of good ones too, a lot of fun ones.
Yeah.
I can't.
I can. Yeah. Oh, there are a lot of indie games on my Steam page.
Yeah. I know the feeling.
Let me start with my least favorite. I said it a while ago. It's Tango Fiesta.
Oh, right.
The reason I gave is because they have like this sort of like quick-paced kind of shootery style, and it's pretty alright up until the point when you first die, because they reset everything. And it's not like Dark Souls where it's like if they reset everything and you have to, go and upgrade yourself so to make it easier. You are constantly at the same level, at the same skill level and everything, and they don't have like an instant reset button. If you respawned at like a checkpoint or something and you got to go from there, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
Favorite wise though, I have two, and it depends on my mood. My first one is Stanley Parable, if I feel in like a intellectual kind of mood, because it's great. And the second one is Magica.
Oh yeah. Magica's a really fun one.
Yeah, it's really cool. I really enjoyed it.
You know what I have to mention too, because you brought up Tango Fiesta, Broforce, because I really loved Broforce.
Really?
Yeah, that was just completely mindless stuff, and it's really fun.
I actually come from the same country that the developers of that game do.
Oh.
Yeah. It's the same country I was in when I read Gru, A Fray of Gods. That is a review I did recently.
Yes.
That is a review. On the website.
You mean that Brutal Gamer website?
Yes, that Brutal Gamer website where I do lots of news stuff. And where we broke ground into our first anime review.
Yes, I saw that too.
Where we'll hopefully be doing more stuff.
How did you like Gru, by the way? I mean, I read the review, so for everybody else.
It was bleep, 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 bleep. You're going to have to go and read the review if you want to know.
Excellent.
But yeah, I wasn't a huge fan.
And for anybody wondering, any stories that we referenced from Brutal Gamer will be in the description at the bottom of the video.
Yes.
You're not going to have to look too hard. We'll put you right there.
Yay. It's so easy.
Speaking of San Diego, by the way, we've a lot of San Diego coverage up and going up.
Really?
So make sure to check that out as well.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Anybody want to mention anything you've been playing recently?
Oh, I picked up Fury not too long ago, and I've only gotten to like the second level or something, but I like it so far. It's pretty original, pretty cool. Well, I say original. It's really bullet hell like, but it's like a fighting game mixed with bullet hell.
That's interesting.
It's really interesting, and the art style is awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, I liked it. I'm gonna have to pick that up. And it's free.
Yeah, it's on PS Plus.
I'm playing Kerbal Space Station and whatever that other game is, Jason. Matilda.
What? Oh, right. Yeah. We don't want to spoil.
Yeah, early impressions. Kerbal Space Program is awesome if you're a scientist.
Okay.
It's intense, man. It's an intense game. And then Matilde
It looks
EX.
really nice.
It's fun. It's a big time Ghost of Goblins clone, but there's a little bit you can actually shoot upward, which is cool, and you can duck and shoot. So those are a couple of nice additions. And then overall, though, it seems like it's a pretty fun game so far. So
great. So watch for those reviews.
Yes.
Huh.
I am currently playing Gauntlet, which I never got around to playing that.
The new one?
Yep.
I love that game. Play that with a bunch of friends on PSN. So much fun.
Yeah, really liking it. I just started playing. I'm about to get into Fallout New Vegas, which I also never played.
Oh, it's a good one.
You know what looks great? We actually have it in review right now. Is Assault Suit Lanos, which is a remake of Target Earth, the Genesis game, and it looks very similar to Metal Warriors from the Super Nintendo, which is like one of my favorite games of all time. It looks really good, so I can't wait to see what the score is going to be on that one because it looks good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember this game. This was one of my favorite games as well.
Right? I mean, it's cool stuff.
And then you could is this the one where you could get out of the ship as a little guy? Oh my god, yes.
Yes, I freaking love that game. I don't think you can get out of the mech in Assault Suit Lanos, but in Metal Warriors, you definitely could.
Yes.
I've always loved games that you could do that, where you could like get out of the plane you were driving or boat or whatever. Although if you can get out and then do nothing, it's pretty dumb.
Yeah, in Metal Warriors, you have like a little pistol. That's it.
Yeah.
And there's other there's other guys, humans running around.
Yeah,
could shoot
true.
them.
That's true. Yeah.
I remember too. There are some places where you have to get out of the mech.
Yeah.
Go through like small passageways and stuff. And I remember getting my mech jacked by one of the enemies, and then coming out and really not being able to do anything.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you guys haven't played this game, check it out.
It's so great.
It sounds great. I might actually give it a look.
It's a Konami one.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
It's a Konami game, so I'm sure there will never, but it was great.
So just quick mention, this is the first time we've had the original cast back in the last few podcasts.
Yes.
In the last 3. So, woohoo.
Hooray for us.
Awesome. Yeah, that's
it. That's it.
That's
we need to celebrate us for a moment.
Let's take a moment and talk about how awesome we are.
The grand history of this podcast every episode.
This is literally our 3rd episode, isn't it?
It is. Can you believe it?
It feels like this has been going on for a long time.
Again, my name's Eric. You can follow me on Twitter at ERICH_Martin32. And we've got my co-host here, Rick.
Thanks everyone for listening. I hope you have a great time. Again, this is Rick. I'm the Xbox editor. You can find me on Twitter at DocRound303.
And Jason.
And this is Jason. You can follow me on Twitter at Jason_TAS.
And this has been Callum. You can follow me on Twitter at WizardBane999.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you all next week.